It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Steelers and the Beats, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Brooklyn Beats. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. Gets strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Brooklyn. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll drop to throw. Man open is Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Pickett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships. And if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Yellow, lining, check right, blue, check.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And taken down just shy of the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hall. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run again with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making it.
Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hall. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Beats have got it back to within a score. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already... the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. A beautiful fake. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Pickett. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Come on, set. You don't blue.
Here's Hall, throwing to start the drive. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Come on, 38.
Now Hall, throwing on first down. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Hall, the quick slant caught. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw it is Hall. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On second down, this is Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. Boy, so... Interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they went in to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ultra. No ultra. 22 needle.
Hall off the play fake. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Right. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake. Hall. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. Red, cycle. Black ultra.
They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On first and 10, it's Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Pickett now on first down. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second and 2. Now Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they run the option here on first and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Hall
now throwing to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. On the move past the 40. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Hall to throw on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now Hall on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hall. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Hands it off out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They'll start the drive with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things for this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
10 cycles. Let's go.
To throw it is Hall on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check mega. Jackrabbit.
Back to throw. Hall. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Looking to throw. Hall. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hall looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Back to throw. Hall flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn,